Let's go do our red mage now. If we want to. Shall we go? Shall we go on and find out what Sarig wants with the red mage? Hollow Pursuits. Let me guess, you're standing in front of Sarig, bounty hunter non-parallel, because you will mind aid me felling the dread Phronesis? Do I have the right of it, or do I have the right of it? You have the left of it. Willing to throw caution to the wind and strike off to do battle with a nigh indomitable foe, eh? Well, I've got a feeling the two of us will get along just fine. Allow me to elaborate. Phronesis isn't just your run-of-the-mill stray sin-eater. He's one of the nastiest realms seen, formed from the remains of one of those gods-damned hero warriors of light. There are 4 of them all told, crawled up from the bowels of the deepest hell after being buried for nigh on a century. The tales are true. People have come to call them the cardinal virtues. Before he was transformed into a sin-eater, Phronesis was none other than the Archmage Nielbert, whose baleful magics were feared the realm over. Though it's only been a few short years since he first showed up in Amarang, he's already preyed on far too many innocents with his foul sorcery. Not keen on seeing their trade routes disrupted, the local merchants have placed a hearty bounty on his head. Of course, I'd like nothing more than to fell the fiend single-handed and claim the entire bounty myself. Unfortunately, circumstances dictate I recruit a companion. That's where you come in. Provided you can prove to me that you possess the rather specialized set of skills I require. Promise I'll make it worth your while. Not a bad offer, would you say? You fancy yourself up to the task? Come find me in Amarang. I mean to set off for there shortly. You're gonna be like right inside Amarang. Okay. It's gonna be faster to take the Amaro out there, I think. No, I don't want to go to Calusa. I want to go to Amarang. Hey, Sarig. So you came. It's good to see someone who isn't all talk. As fortune would have it, another sin-eater, a far less imposing specimen than Phronesis, of course, has been sighted just west of here. Prove to me you have the skill to back up your words, and we'll talk further. Alrighty. No. Can we? I want to ride you. There we go. I am nice and charged up on magic, Serig. Let's kill this thing. Add may break. Not while I'm doing this. How was that, Sarek? Good show, friend. I wasn't sure what to expect from you, but seeing you in battles left me little in doubt. Seems I found myself a formidable ally. So I'd extend the offer in earnest. Help me hunt down Phronesis, and we'll split the bounty down the middle. Well, what'd you say? That's the spirit. Now there's more than you should know before we proceed. Come with me to board Soak, my base of operations. I'll fill you in on the details. Chocopuff, let's go! Pop, 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 pop. I love my Chocopuff. So cute. Alas, I think the event that you get this from is over. Otherwise, you've probably watched this long enough to qualify. You just had to watch someone stream FF14 for a few hours, and then you could click the button and link up your credentials, and then bam, you get the Chocopuff. I got mine watching Wrath solo streams. Well. Sarek? Welcome to Mord Sook, friend. As you can see, it's a bustling trade post frequented by merchants from across the realm. At least it was before Phronesis showed up and started preying on unwitting travelers. Hence the bounty, you see. The lucrative reward has attracted the attention of one capable bounty hunter after the next, but the fiend still roams free. You can probably imagine why. Those few who've seen Phronesis and returned to tell the tale speak of the great horrors they witnessed. Cavernous black holes materializing out of thin air, swallowing everything around them into the abyss. People have talked into calling them the Hollows. Rumor has it one barely has time to lay eyes on Phronesis before he summons forth the Hollows, which proceed to consume everything in sight. And I do mean everything. Just the other day, an entire caravan was destroyed by the Hollows, leaving nothingness behind. Mages have postulated these holes are literally tears in the fabric of our reality, gateways to other worlds, to put it another way. At any rate, suffice to say that next man to come back from the void will be the first. Yet something odd about it all. Wouldn't to say Phronesis doesn't seem to go out of his way to prey on people or settlements. He simply shambles across the wastes, summoning hollows one after the next, and then destruction follows as a matter of course. Needless to say, drawing too near the fiend is tantamount to suicide. Even attacks from afar have been all but futile, as he simply summons the hollows to consume every incoming arrow. With every conceivable means of attack foiled, even the most savvy bounty hunters have all but thrown up their hands, even though the bounty now stands at some 9 or 10-fold the original amount. I'm of a different mind, however. The way I see it, if only there were a way to neutralize the hollows, we'd more than stand a chance against Phronesis himself. That's why I require your services. Your easy triumph over the Sin Eater spoke clear. You're a mage of no common skill. If anyone has arcane knowledge and aptitude to help me find a way to defeat the hollows, it's you. Don't worry, I fully intend to shoulder my share of the burden, and so I plan to gather all information we need before asking you to put yourself in harm's way. With that, I'd best get to work. Once I've formulated a proper plan of attack, we'll talk again. Until then, I suggest you continue to hone your casting skills. The battle that awaits us will not be an easy one. Trade a coward acquired Red Mage Mastery. Yay. What's that do? Traits. Reduces Contra 6 recast timer to 35 seconds and increases potency of Ver Thunder 2 and Ver Arrow 2 to 120. Well, so yay. Our AoE magics are better now. Well, tell us about your breakthrough. Well, you're there, your timing couldn't be better. As luck would have it, a little bird told me Phronesis was sighted in the vicinity not long ago. Don't worry, I have no intention of rushing in like a fool. The plan is to shadow the Sin Eater from afar, that we might observe the hollows with our own eyes and formulate a suitable plan of attack. To that end, I procured the mannequin here from the merchant acquaintance of mine at the Crystarium. Setting it on Phronesis' tail, I mean to gauge just how wide a berth we must keep from the fiend, so as not to be sucked up in the void. Shed no tears for the fellow friend. His sacrifice will be the key to our success. And yet, as you can see, he's not quite in the best state of repair. Pray lend me a hand procuring what we need to get him back on his feet. Alrighty. You're a lifesaver, friend. I've spotted a nasty-looking Sandskin Sibley lurking around to the east of here. I do believe one of their attendants should serve well to put some spring back in the fellow's step. Stag one for me and I'll see the repairs. Let's go, Kamui. Let's go hunting for like an actual MMO quest for once. We have to go collect just one tendon. Just one Sibulus tendon. Oh, you're a big red boy. You're like a proper hunt. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give the Theoax a thing. Okay, this isn't the proper MMO quest. It's like, I thought it was like, oh, go hunting. No, it's a go to destination type thing quest. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, thing. Thank you for your tendon. Gosh, I wish I still had the party. Look at that. Look at the big red one. Look at the big red boy. Don't you just want to gang up and murder the big red boy? I want to murder the big red boy. But there's no way in hell I'll be able to stand on my own against the big red boy. We need Albric to keep its attention. We need Hawk to keep Albric alive, and Halabali to help me burn it down. R.I.P. Any luck finding the tendon? For my part, I've acquired something that should serve as a makeshift gear. Cost an arm and a leg, but hey, it helps us claim the bounty in the end. It's more than worth it. Here you go. Might be a little charred. Perfect. Yeah, I recognize this is durable and elastic enough to replace the mannequin snap drive belt. I'll fetch my toolbox and get started straight away. In the meantime, why don't you scout us out a suitable lookout point? Vernessus was last sighted southeast of town. Try to find us a spot on higher ground, out of sight from the main thoroughfare. Alrighty. Let's go south and find a spot with a good view and no, like, immediate danger. I'm going to try and guess, and then we'll see if it's where I want to be. So there's the main thoroughfare. Right, that little path here. Don't even get a chance. It's like, hi, here you go. Here's a vantage point. See? Sparkle, sparkle. Well, fine, game. Oh there, friend. As you see, our clockwork friend here is back in tip-top shape. Since it appears you found the perfect lookout spot, why don't we get down to work? I'll kindle us a fire. We might be here for a while. I'll be there's the bastard. I like this guy more than Prince Catboy. Look closely now and hold your gaze. You must witness the sheer horror with your own eyes. Explosion! No, we mustn't send the mannequin out too soon. If Vernessus sees it, he may well blast it to bits before he has a chance to investigate the hollows. And there he goes. I'll send the mannequin to trail him. Let's sit back and enjoy the show. Just as expected, gone without a trace. Shed no tears for our little friend. Through his sacrifice, we now know just how much distance we must keep from the hollows to avoid being sucked into the void. Now it's our turn. Let's edge a little closer and see what we can observe. Mind you, take care not to wander too close lest you fancy a vacation to a dark, shadowy abyss. It's just as if a shadowy whirlwind rages inside, ready to suck anything and everything into the void. I've seen many a horrific sight in my day, but this sends a shiver up the spine. Let me out. It's so dark in here. Why the pale face, friend? Look as if you've seen a ghost. There's a boy in there. Voice you say from inside the hollow, but that's impossible. Is anyone out there? Please help me. Help me get out of here. Are you alive? Is that a voice? Is someone out there? If you can hear me, please, you must help me. I can't see anything. No road, no trees, not even an aether current to follow. Which way do I go? How do I get out of this place? A voice from the god's name is it saying? Can't even find an aether current. Voice of a boy, you say? Claims he's lost inside with no aether current to follow? Sounds like he's adrift in the flow, not unlike what would happen if Aetherite to which one was teleporting were destroyed mid-journey. Wait a minute. What if there's some way you could channel your aether into a void? Might that not allow your etheric form to serve as a beacon of sorts to guide the child back to us? Not that I know how we'd go about that. I think we've done that before. You reckon you could just do it? I wouldn't even think of asking how. Do your damnedest. Yeah. We kind of did this when we ran away at the end of ARR. Follow my light, boy. Wicked White, I knew you were no ordinary sinner, but even you find ways to surprise me. Follow my light. I have an excess. I have so much light, boy. There you go. Why were you glowing? Why were you glowing? Where am I? Oh, you're hungry. I'll be damned. There was a child inside. Our little expedition left us with more questions than answers, eh? But for now, the boy needs care. Let's carry him back to Mord Sook and find him a warm bed and some nourishment. Yay! We've saved the boy from the abyss. I wasn't expecting a boy trapped in the flow. That was unexpected. Let's make sure we find him something better to eat than freaking honey glazed worms. I swear. Sarah, we got anything from the boy? Boy's resting now. He's weak, but not wounded, as far as I can tell. Needless to say, his presence raises questions. Are there others trapped on the other side of the hollows? If so, might they also be returned to our world alive? We must ask him when he awakens. On another subject, this might be an odd question, but have you ever looked after a child before? As a matter of fact... You don't say. In that case, he's all yours. I'm Justin, friend. I can't very well tie you down here forever. Worry not, I'll manage somehow. I suppose the first order of the day should be to get some food in his belly. He does look terribly pale, after all. He thinks I'll go hunting for meat. No, perhaps I should take him to a physician first? After all, he may just be suffering some ailment inscrutable to the eye. Maybe we should... Damn it all! I knew I wasn't cut out for this. So now, I was thinking, oh, we'll just do the two, but I want to know what's going on here, and we have another class that I haven't taken up for a while that I can use to go way out. So, you know... Let's go all the way. I want to find out what's happening with this. Sarek, we are going to be doing this whole magic quest line tonight because I am committed and interested in the boy and what the hell's going on. So, let's hope I remembered how to play Black Mage. Woo! There you are. You'll be happy to know the boy's awake and seems no worse for the wear, physically speaking at least. There's just one rub, you see. He has no recollection of where he came from or how he managed to get swallowed up in the void. In fact, other than his name, Taynor, he can't remember much of anything at all. Seems a good lad, mind. Eats my half-assed cooking with a smile and nary a word of complaint. Yet I reckon he's hurting inside, and badly. Have to unite him with his parents with all due speed. I suggested he go for a stroll around Mord Sook in hopes that the sights might jog his memories. Can't have wandered far. Why don't you go check up on him? Aye, we will. And the same guys that he met us in the first time. So let's see, that's Fire 3 gets us in. Fire 1 does our main damage. Fire 4's explosion. Yeah, something like that. And then we swap with Blizzard. I remember, sort of. Taynor, how you doing, kid? Don't tell me, you're the one who rescued me from the flow, yes? I feel from you the same warmth that reached out to me when I was adrift in the aether. I'll be damned, boy's a sharp one. And that's not the least of it. The carer who examined him said they could feel great power welling up from within him. Despite his young age, he seems to possess a remarkable command of the magical arts. Perhaps I do, and yet I can't say. Try as might, I can recall nothing of who I am or where I came from. Only the darkness. No need for apologies, boy. You did well just to make it back to us. Speaking of which, can you remember anything at all of what you felt when you were adrift in the void? That I remember, at least I think I do. I recall a vague sensation of someone passing alongside me. Indeed, I believe this is what roused me from my slumber. If the Hollows truly are a gate between worlds, that would mean that someone recently traveled from ours to another, or from another to ours. But that's not possible. Or is it? You'd be surprised. You know something I don't, friend? Worry not, I won't pry for details. Ah, well, no sense raping our brains over matters beyond our comprehension. Let's concentrate on what we can do, namely finding the boy here a home. No doubt his memories will come back to him in due time. Will you truly do that for me? But the two of you have already saved my life. I couldn't possibly burden you further. There's no burden at all. Besides, we can figure out just who you are and where you came from. That might lead us to the answers we seek. Now, let's consider the options. One possibility is you're an orphan, all alone in the world, with no soul to care for or look after you. And yet that seems unlikely. Yes. The mystical powers you possess say otherwise. If you're truly as skilled in magic as you say, it stands to reason someone trained you in the art. Who this master of yours is, and whether you're of their blood or simply received a tutelage, I can't say. But either way, I'm certain they're worried sick about you. Oh, it's gonna be the Sin Eater. The Sin Eater used to be a mage. This is the Sin Eater's kid from like before the flood. Oh no. I need to find this person too. Settles it then. Let's get down to business. I took the liberty of inquiring around Ward Sook in the Crystarium. There have been no reports of missing persons matching Taynor's description, which means we have no choice but to take our search elsewhere. I know a merchant in town whose travel's taken far afield. Let's have a talk with him and see if he's heard any helpful rumors. Oh no, we're going to have to we're going to hit a point where we have to go places that we can't go yet from the NSQ. I hope we can just go. I hope we aren't blocked when the time comes. Oh no. He's gonna say, oh, you have to go here, and then I'm not gonna be able to because of the story, and I'm gonna be so sad. Oh no. I may as well red mage this, I guess, then. Heavy merchant. Rumors of a missing boy, you say? Funny you ask. Long shot, I reckon, but I overheard someone the other day might be a use. On my way to Mord Sook, I stopped over an inn in Journey's Head. There I met an ailing mage. As the carriers told it, he'd been ambushed by a Sin Eater and was separated from his child in the battle. Bloody hells, could it be? If the Sin Eater that attacked the poor man was Phronesis, that would explain everything. Man you speak of, could he be my father? We must go to him at once. Agreed. It's the only hope the man is... No, there's no point in presuming the worst. Let's make for the inn and see what the carriers there can tell us. Okay, this is not going across the world yet. This is just to Journey's Head. But we're not going to be able to carry this all the way to the end. No, I want to, but we're gonna have to stop. We're gonna hit a dead end and have to stop. No. Oh there, I hear there's a mage in your care who's lost his boy. Well, I do believe we have him right here. I fear there must be some mistake. The boy in question's already been found. This is him right here. What? So it's not my father after all? This boy with you, he too has been separated from family? If so, we heard the man here was looking for his son. We just hoped. Alas, it seems it wasn't meant to be. But there are many people here, yes? Might ask around, see if any of the others are my family? Of course, yet many of the people here are quite ill, and in many cases, considerable pain. It's not a place for a young child to walk around unattended. Indeed, it's not. Guess that means either myself or Gobble here should accompany him. I'll go with him. The walk might help me, take my mind off things. Not a bad idea, if the lad doesn't mind. I reckon Taynor would rather be with someone of his own age. I ship it. Already, I ship it. They're going to be best friends for now, and in like 5 years, they'll go, "You're the most important to me," and they will bond over a shared love of magic and a shared pain of loss. Take his mind off things. Speaking of which, how's our boy's father holding up? Fear the poor man's already departed on his journey. He's a man no longer. The child insisted on staying by his father's side to the last. I permitted this out of respect for him. The part of me regrets the choice. None so young should suffer such horrors. There was some small solace to learn his living relatives who reside at Mysterium. In fact, I was just making preparations to escort him there myself. I see. Reckon we should also find someone to look after Taynor as well. Don't get me wrong, friend. I haven't given up on the prospect of finding the boy's family, but we have no other leads, and a deadly sin eater is still on the loose. The lad tags along with us every step of the way. He's far more likely to end up dead or worse than to ever reunite with his family. Here's what I propose. We find someone to watch over Taynor for the time being, get back on the hunt, and gather whatever clues we can about his origins along the way. Very well, but we have to see that he's safe. Aye, that goes without saying. Let's have a talk with the proprietor of the Wandering Stairs. He's a kindly enough chap and knows damn near everyone in these parts. With any luck, he'll be able to direct us to a willing and able guardian. Look, I don't like this any more than you do, but it's best we can do for the boy given our circumstances. At any rate, let's find him and share the news. Don't worry, it's my decision. I'll take responsibility for it. He can live in my room in the Castellarium. He can live in the Castellarium. I have a fancy room, and he can eat dinner in the fancy place, and we can bother Truck-kun and be like, Truck-kun, teach him magic, and where's Halric? Halric, my son, are you doing okay? Are they feeding you? Are they feeding you enough? Boy? We're gonna find a way to fix you, boy. We will drain the light from this world and relieve you of your torment. So help me. Forlorn boy, what's up? I'm sorry, it's my fault. What the hell happened? Boy? 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 I will incinerate you. You're not one of my sons. Bad news, it seems the two youngs got in a quarrel of sorts and Taynor's up and run away. Seems the lad mentioned how he'd come out from one of the hollows. The other boy put two and two together and figured he'd been attacked by a sea eater. Then I said my dad was attacked and he turned into one himself, so I asked, what if you turned into a sea eater too? But his face went white, he kept saying, what do you mean, what do you mean, what do you mean? I couldn't take it anymore. Before I knew it, I was shouting at him, "Shut up! I bet you're turning into a Sin Eater already, and why did I say such a mean and nasty thing?" Don't be hard on yourself. Both of you had a rough go of these last few days. No one can blame either of you for feeling on edge. We must hurry and find Taynor before he comes to harm. I'll search the west, you take the east. Be careful out there. If harm has come to my son, I will incinerate you. Go forth, whale. No, the whale isn't fast enough. Can we? Where's Alberic's motorcycle when you need it? Taynor, no! Taynor, don't ever do that again. When I heard the clamor of battle, I feared the worst, but I see you've everything under control. You okay, lad? Forgive me. I don't deserve this kindness. You're a frickin' kid, boy. I was so scared. I was worried about what would become of me if I never recovered my memories, and I started thinking, what if I end up like that boy's father? What if it's already happening to me? That's one matter you needn't worry yourself with. The carer who examined you told me as much. You suffered no direct wounds. You're in no more danger of turning than Gobo or me. Heck, less danger than me, because I've eaten light wardens. Is that so? Well, that's good to hear, but I must apologize to the boy. I should have known better than to badger him about such things, especially after what happened to his father. Anything that, he was saying the same thing about you. You both have good hearts, lad, and you've been through more than any man should. There's no need to be ashamed about your feelings. There's still so much I don't understand about the world. Why does no one here know of me? Am I doomed to be alone the rest of my days? Why? Why must it be this way? If only I could remember something. Anything! I'm sick of not knowing who I am. I'm sick of being alone. Now's your turn, Taynor, and don't be disheartened by your last attempt. Even the greatest of mages have known failure. Your command of magic is the equal to my own. If I can succeed, there's no reason why you can't. Free your mind of worry and focus. Thank you, Nilbert. I'll try my best. Wicked White, you were right, Gobo? I remember now. I was standing here on these blighted plains, my head hung low in shame, then Nilbert turned to me with a smile and heartening words. Nilbert, why does the name sound so familiar? I reckon we've much to discuss, but not in this godforsaken place. Let's head back to the inn and see if we can't get to the bottom of this. Boy's over a century old. Let's go. Oh my god, you've been trapped between worlds for a really long time. That sucks. Forlorn boy? Taynor, are you alright? I'm so sorry. I should have said those nasty things. Forgive me for reacting as I did. I'm fine. In fact, I seem to have recovered some of my memories. Really? That's wonderful. Maybe you won't feel so scared and alone anymore. I'm leaving to go to the Crystarium with my relatives. Promise me you'll come visit. I mean, after you get your memories back and all, of course. It's a promise. Until next time, my friend. Aw, young love is so sweet. I knew you two would work things out. Now, let's return to Mordsuk. We have more than our share of questions that need answering. Yeah. Sarek, we should answer these inside in private. I think I know what that stuff is gonna be about, and it's not something we want to say in public. Hey, this is not a secure location for this conversation. Not at all. Not at all. Hey, guard, can we go upstairs? We need some privacy. We need some privacy. Really, we should be out in the desert. It's safer out there for this conversation. Can't help but feel I made a promise to that boy in my memories. Yelbert, was it? Sarah, we don't want to have this conversation outside. As I saw it first, you fainted all of a sudden. When you came to a portion of Taynor's memories returned, what in the world happened out there? Power to look into the past, eh? And you're certain that what Gobo described matches with your recollection of the past? I don't know how to break this to you, lass, but your friend Nielbert, that was with you that day. He's no ordinary boy. He's none other than the very man who became Phronesis, one of those goddamned warriors of light. If he was just a young child in your memories, that means what you saw took place over 100 years ago. Or that it were just coincidence, another boy of the same name, but no. Judging from the formidable command of magic, we can only assume it was him. On the way back, I managed to recall some more about Nielbert and myself. We were taken in by a group of mages, a consortium of sorts. They were searching for a means to open a hole to another world, and were recruiting young children with high magical aptitude for the task. Nielbert and myself were the two they chose. You can't be serious, and yet that would explain the Synergy's ability to summon those damned hollows. And if you possess the same knowledge and training Nielbert did, it could also explain why you're able to survive in there all this time. What I don't understand is why haven't you aged at all? I can't say for sure, yet my memories, they're slowly coming back. In time I may be able to help you find a way to close the hollows. You'd be a lifesaver if you could. But don't overburden yourself, you're still recovering after all. In the meantime, don't worry. Gobo and I will see that you're safe. And I can answer the time question. I mean, like, if he's really in the void between worlds, time travels differently between each different world. And like right now, there's like a sync of time between the source and the first that makes time run somewhat similarly. But just like in the void, it could be random. So like he could have experienced like a week while like 100 years spent here, or like it could have theoretically been the opposite, and he just crumbled to dust in like what felt like seconds. But he got lucky, so it was like a week in his time and 100 years in ours. You know? Ah, no, I don't understand a word you're saying. I thought he was a victim, but he was actually friends with the man, or back when he was still a man. This can't be simple coincidence. Yes, I'm convinced of it now. The child holds the key to defeating Phronesis. We have to keep him safe and not let him out of our sights. Besides, look at how hard he's trying to recover his memories. I'm not so heartless as to kick out the poor lad aside before he's figured his matters out. We can't very well rush things. You and I will continue to prepare for the battle ahead while waiting for the rest of Taynor's memories to come back to him. That's to say, if that's alright with you, lad. I'm so sorry I couldn't possibly burden you further. Look, lad, I only known you a short while, but I can tell you've a good heart, a good head on your shoulders. I can only begin to imagine the horrors you've been through, not to mention the fears and uncertainty you face even now. But I want you to promise me this, no more apologies. You're no burden to us, not in the least. You're a valuable member of our band. As long as you're willing, I want you with us. Is that right, Gobo? Yeah, and you need to tell me all about that boy you met and your wonderful bludgeoning gay romance. I see. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Gabo. I'll aid your quest in whatever way I can, and I'm glad you appreciate my sexuality, but I'm also like 12, and I'm not sure that I'm thinking about that yet, but I'm glad to know I don't need to worry. No, that's more like it. We're counting on you, lad. Listen, Fujoshi, Fundanshi, it's all the same to me. 76. Nilbert's Lament. You know what? There's a chance that this is all going to be here, so I'm going to try to finish this quest line out, and then if we crash into a wall of having to go somewhere we haven't been, then I will just be sad. Good news. Taynor here has told me his memories are starting to come back to him. There's one recollection in particular he says he's eager to discuss with the two of us. Tell us, lad, what is it? As time goes by, memories of my earlier days return to me piece by piece. Nelbert and I were born to members of a great consortium of mages. From our earliest years, we were tutored in the magical arts by some of the realm's greatest scholars. The consortium's leaders sought a way to open a hole in time and space, a portal to other worlds from which they could summon forth great beasts of great power. Nelbert and I were chosen to participate in this research. Summoning great beasts from beyond world. You're a mage, Gobo. Is that even possible? Perhaps he speaks of Void Scent. Void Scent? Never heard of him. Well, take that answer as a yes. Mages come up with the damnedest ideas, huh? I don't understand. Way ever would they use two young boys for such a dangerous experiment? Beasts our masters sought to summon reside in the planes most distant from our own. Reaching across such a great distance requires a tremendous store of innate ethereal power. Or so our masters set about to breed the perfect mage. Marriages were arranged to wed the mightiest members of the consortium to one another, in hopes they would bring forth children of theretofore unheard of magical aptitude. Oh, you're the child of a eugenics project. Oh no. So you were born a Neilbert. Indeed, from before we could speak, we were taught the complex incantations to reach the boundaries between worlds. Practice those spells day after day, night after night, for what seemed an eternity. At long last, we were deemed ready to attempt the summoning. Sadly, the experiment ended in failure. The pull from beyond the rift was too strong to resist, and I was sucked into the hollow of my own creation. There I remained trapped, alone and adrift in the void, until Gobo called me back to the world. Alas, over a century had passed. Well, that's the thing I don't understand. If so many years have truly passed, why is it you have not aged even a whit? I can't say for certain, but I remember the words of my teachers. The rift is not unlike a boundary between countless worlds, a place that exists beyond time and space. If that's true, the rift exists outside our concept of time, but it's all too possible that even a second spent in the empty pocket could correspond to months, years, or decades in our world. So you returned to us just as you were that day, even well over a century's passed for the rest of us. Why didn't Nielbert save you? Shouldn't it have been as simple as opening another portal to the void where you were trapped? I fear that would be close to impossible. Opening a portal and reaching as far into the rift as we did required all your energies to be focused in unison. So in losing you, not only did Nielbert lose his friend, he lost his only chance of saving you. Talk about being dealt a rough hand. Fear not, I have good news to share as well. I believe I've managed to recall the incantations to summon and manipulate the hollows. Summoning beasts from beyond the rift is far beyond my powers, but I might be able to seal the hollows Phronesis so enjoys summoning. What say you, friends? Shall I give it a try? As long as you stay safe. Now that's music to my ears. Let's not be too hasty. After all, the last time you tried to use the magic, there were some complications. We must take the necessary precautions before confronting Phronesis in earnest. Let's meet outside the village, where Taynor can test his magic safe from harm. Yay! I like that we're just staying in the village. That's a good sign for me finishing this quest line tonight. How far are we going? Oh, not that far. Okay. I'm a nom nom nom. Oh, I see a duty. Let's see if I can remember how this works. Look at right you did it, lad. Sadly, I have not the strength to reach further beyond, nor keep the portal open in more than a few moments. No, I need further training before I can face. Yelbert! Uh-oh. Phronesis. Where the hell's did that bastard come from? Damn it all. I'm too close. I feel it pulling me in. No, Nielbert. These are my friends. You mustn't hurt them. This is good. The cave-in's completely sealed off the tunnel behind us. We've no recourse but to press on with our companions. You heard her. What'll it be? I suppose it falls to us to slay the beasts and collect the bounty. Perhaps you and your band would care to take the lead? Spare me your japes. You've no intention of giving up your prize. Mind you, I too made a promise to my companions. Promise I mean to keep. I told you, splitting up was a bad idea. Brandon and Randaray were here. A second-rate spellcaster would be no match for us. No, Siva, let's not forget our true foe here. Lammet, you're certain that if we slay this monstrosity, the cave-ins will cease? According to the miners, the beast was first sighted the same day the tremors began. Its very presence, sucking the mountain dry of its aether. Avoid sense. We dwarves know these caves as well as we know our own bodies, trust me. I suppose we'd best make short work of it before everything comes crashing down. Hey, where do you think you're going? My apologies, I took your ceaseless prattling as an invitation to proceed on my own. Think yourself clever, do you? You're in common confidence to think you can fell the beast without aid. Answer me this, why is it you're so intent on claiming the bounty for your own? The bounty? Why indeed? At any rate, unless you have a mind to stand around you until we get all crushed. You must be moving, yes? Finally, we can agree on. So I have a proposal. What say we band together till our battle here is won? The tremors grow stronger, no doubt a cave-in's imminent. Let's vanquish the enemy with our combined strength and quit this place before it becomes our tomb. Until the battle's won, then. After that, I go my way. Warriors of Light! I will fight as Gilbert. Okay. Ronkin Fire. Ronkin Ice. Ronkin Thunder. Ronkin Flare. Okay, this is simplified Black Mage. Since we're not the only ones stuck in here, huh? A bad feeling about this. Not what I was expecting, but yay. This leads deeper within. Really should have asked for a map, not that it'd been much use after all the cave-ins. Troodon. No. Thunder. Aren't you a big boy? Still think you could have managed on your own, mage? Perhaps it might have been more of a struggle than I expected. Boss fight, everyone. You care to lead the way, O Grand Aladdin? That's him, the one who drinks the mind's aether. Alright then, let's put the Silverside bulls out to pasture. Silva, Lawet, and Albert with me. My magics are yours, for now. Let's take the front. Battle is on! Oh, we can get down that far at least. For get falling star, loser. Get that thunder up. Burn until we get right to the end, and then we can throw that flare off. Get flared, idiot. Get falling starred, idiot. Apparently, that's, you actually have to just finish him off. Okay. Apparently, that was an enrage timer. Well. We can go do it again, it's fine. I don't want to deal with it. Blah, 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 yap, 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 don't care. We did this before, and I just need to go through and fight that boss. Come on! Because I misunderstood. I thought I was supposed to be going to hide, and instead I was supposed to just be DPSing down ASAP. Oh, I see. I just alternate Blizzard Flare, and that's going to be my AoE. I understand now. Wow! Covered! Wow! We did it! Yay! And we're almost back to where we were! Like, what would be a very interesting thing if I didn't have to do the entire thing every time. It's a little mini dungeon. Clever. But you need a save after the boss. Save before the boss. Ah, outsize, full, pasture, blah 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 blah. Magics for now, blah 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 blah. Okay. Ice. Refresh the lightning. Ice. Three. 4. 5. Flare. Ice. Renew the lightning. Ice. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Flare. Blizzard. Renew the lightning. Blizzard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flare. Limit break. There we go. And we've done it. Now, to find ourselves a way out. The tremors continue, but why? The fiend has been vanquished, and its aether returned to the mountain. We were wrong. No, it's not the creature itself that's causing the quakes. Oh yes, the crystal courses with an inconceivable power. Vast wellspring of aether accumulated over the ages. Yes, the beast was but a hungry creature drawn here by the stone, as was I. You had no interest in the bounty all along. This stone has been left unchecked for too long. The sheer volume of aether it houses now is so vast and overwhelming it threatens to bring an entire mountain down. For how many years have I searched for it, this precious relic that could afford me the power needed to save my friend? You need to take the stone from this place? But then, what would happen to the mountain? If the aether's not returned to the earth, it's but a matter of time till the mine collapses. The miners, those who live at the foot of the mountain, countless lives would be lost. There's no time. What can we do? Taynor, my friend. Damn it! Damn it all! Oh. No. The tremors have stopped. Oh, no. Taynor, pray forgive me. I promise you this, as long as I walk the earth, I shall never, never give up hope. Oh. The stone was yours to do with you please, and you still chose the fate of many others over your friend. In return for your sacrifice, I'd make you an offer. Come with us and let us join you in your search for the means to save your comrade. The life of an adventurer isn't an easy one, but I dare say you strike me as the sort who just might enjoy it. So what do you say? We'll travel the realm together, and tend our strength to whatever unfortunate souls we encounter along the way? And who knows, before you know it, we might just stumble upon a way to rescue your Taynor. My heart. I would like that very much. Oh. But they never found it, because we just rescued Taynor now, 100 years after they all failed. Oh, my heart. My heart. Oh my gosh. Taynor, forgive me. I may have failed you today, but mark my words, for as long as I walk this land, I'll not abandon hope. I'll find a way to bring you back to us. But today I find myself in the company of new companions, and for now I must lend them my strength as they lent theirs to me. My heart. Give me a moment, oh my gosh. Oh. That's I need a drink, oh my gosh. That's so... I have so many friends who are like, ooh, I like Final Fantasy. I'm like, the best one is 14. And they're like, I'm not going to play an MMO. It's like, no, this, oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting to be crying over that. That, gosh. I'm so glad I don't have like a webcam or anything. Because that would be a touch embarrassing right now. Oh my gosh. Couple, are you alright? No. I'm not alright. Worry not. Phronesis is long gone. I launched a few arrows in his direction, while I was distracted by Taynor's spell, and it just stole away. However, I'm glad you're awake and on your feet again. Come now, let's hurry back to Mordsuk before the bastard has a change of heart and comes back for us. See, role quests, so much better than job quests, oh my god. Because, like, look at all the jobs they'd have to come up with quests for. Instead, they're just like one per role, and they can make it like punch you in the gut repeatedly. It's so good. I don't think I've felt this good about a quest, like a side quest, since like the original Thaumaturge quest line. This was very much something. Oh my gosh. Zurich? Really gave us a scare back there, clutching your head in pain with a deadly sin eater in plain sight. Let me guess you had another one of your visions, didn't you? Yeah? Blah 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 blah. Now cry with me. Cry with me, fictional people. White take me. So that's how Neilbert and Ardbert met up. That just goes to show that in times of crisis, even the bitterest of rivals can turn fast friends. Now let's see if I have this straight. Neilbert made it his life's mission to save Taynor here. Knowing his own energies wouldn't suffice, he went in search of a relic that would afford him the etheric power needed to reach beyond the world. And deep in the mines that day, he found it. But in the end, he decided to sacrifice the stone and his own cause. save the lives of the countless innocents who called the mountain home, and in so did his first sight on the path of a hero, a warrior of light. So that's why he came back to this place. Why he still summons the Hollows as he did so many years ago. Aye, there's no doubting it. Even now he's become a sin-eater, bereft of memory, reason, any sense of his own actions. The ghastly shell of what was once Neilbert still haunts the wastelands, searching for a way to bring back his old friend. I only knew him as a child, and the whole idea of sin-eaters and warriors of light is also new to me. Even as the pieces come together, I couldn't truly believe that Neilbert and this phronesis were one and the same. When our gazes met, standing there in the waste, in an instant I knew without question. This is my friend, a friend who'd been searching for me all these years. And last I knew what I have to do. I must stop phronesis, that my dear friend may finally find peace. Together we can do this. And unless the game throws an area that we can't go to yet because of MSQ, we're going to do this tonight. Thank you, my friends. In this battle, I was able to push Phronesis' hollow away from Carrick, if only for a short distance. With more training, I'm certain I can close them entirely. After all we've already seen from you, I've no reason to doubt. If you're game, so are we. Find me some cause for hope, eh? We must exercise caution. The last time a boy worked his magic, our foe showed up faster than you can say Phronesis. Well, this might be a simple coincidence. In all likelihood, it's high. The casting of the spell itself summoned the Sea-Eater to us. You'd best avoid casting any similar incantations till we're prepared for the final confrontation. I want you to stay close for now. Devote yourself to your studies, and hone your skills to whatever degree you can in the safety of the village. In the meantime, we'll redouble our training efforts as well. Should we succeed in finding a way to counteract the Hollows, it will come down to firepower versus our foes. We must be at full strength for the battle, lest we allow victory to slip between our fingers. Full strength. Wait, no, then that means I have an even better magic class than this one. Level 90. And we're gonna have our summoner garb. You ready, Taynor? I was talking with Craig when I had a thought. If Neilbert regrets truly live onside Phronesis, might not be able to reach him somehow? Convince him to leave us in peace? The words barely left my mouth and he shot me a glare that pierced me like a dagger. Accept reason or mercy from a sin-eater and it'll be the death of you. Though it may have the form of a man, its mind is a beast that lives only to feed on our flesh. But it seemed I was a bit too idealistic. Clearly I have much to learn about the world. Sarek, are you ready to receive the power of Bahamut? The look in your eyes. Yeah, I see you've gained much strength since last we met. Really pleased to hear that Taynor managed to make steady progress in his training as well. The boy believes he's regained much of the knowledge and skill he possessed before getting sucked into that pocket of time and space. An admirable feat, considering it was not long ago he could scarcely remember his own name. And yet there's one aspect of his training yet to be addressed. Simply, he lacks experience in battle. To work the magic necessary to seal the Hollows, I must maintain perfect focus and clarity of mind. If the battle with Phronesis is my first, I fear my concentration will be disrupted all too easily. So I thought I'd take the boy out in the wilds so he might acclimate himself to the battlefield and further hone his command of magic in the process. And yet we must keep a wide berth of Amarang. Were we to encounter Phronesis before we're prepared, the results could be disastrous. So I propose we go on an excursion. You be willing to accompany us? If it's somewhere I can go. Please say it's somewhere I can go. Excellent. Then let's make for Lakeland. Yes! Beasts in the Forest of the Lost Shepherd should be a fair challenge for the lad. Please say I can get there. Please say that isn't, like, up high somewhere. That's doable. game might take pity on my poor heart and let me finish this quest line. Let's go. Can we? You're like the fastest. Let's go. How is chat? Is chat feeling better? I'm a little meh after that moment. Oh my gosh. The bridges. I don't think I've actually been here yet. Yeah, I really should have been running down this way in some class I want experience in instead of in this one. Oh well, that's fine. Forest of the Lost Shepherd. See, that's what I mean. That's going to be closed and we're not going to be able to go across to wherever this is. You don't see many travelers. I should have banded or two, blah 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 blah. So until we open that gate in the MSQ, we can't go that way. And I'm just hoping that Taynor's story doesn't take us past there, so I can get closure tonight. Oh my gosh, look at you! Look at you! Look at you, boy! Boy! Oh my gosh, look at you! You're oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so proud of you! Oh my gosh, I need a pinched cheeks emote. There she is, here we get down to something the matter. How do you like my new clothes? Not only are they stylish, but I can feel power welling from deep within me. They were a present from Sarek. Isn't that the best? Yes. It's a simple investment, nothing more. We must seize every possible advantage if we hope to triumph over our foe. Enough idle chit-chat. We have work to do. I'd ask you to begin setting an example for the boys, showing him precisely how to conduct yourself in battle. Can't very well just toss him to the Wolverines all on his own now, can we? So why don't you get out there and hunt one down for us? Taynor, watch carefully and let Gobo show you how it's done. Ahem. Oh, okay. I wanted this because... But no. It has to be Black Mage. You have to... And... I wanted to have a good outfit, but I don't. Okay. Let's see if I can remember how to Black Mage. Basically like that, but you need to not forget that Fire 5 does not renew Astral Ice, so also apparently... we don't just auto-renew MP as batch as we did before. It was incredible. The sheer destructive power of your spells, the way you seamlessly weave one incantation after the next, everything. But tell me, what would you say was the most important thing a mage should keep in mind when doing battle with a fearsome foe? Stay behind your... Casting your spells in proper sequence is key. Yeah. I kind of fucked that up because it's been a while. Of course, thank you. I'll endeavor to put everything I learned for you in practice. Here goes nothing. Okay. Where do I... That's not... Curses! Just stay still so I can hit you already! Steady now, don't let the enemy fluster you, keep your focus. Right, focus, you're a feisty one, aren't you? Ow, that's farts! Ow! Ah, I've seen enough of this. Oh no, poor Taynor! Forgive me, friend. I was beginning to fear for the boy's dignity, if not his life. That didn't go nearly as well as I hoped. Yeah, I think we forgot the important lessons of being a thaumaturge. What were they? I'm gonna look them up because I don't remember them. Let's see. It's FF14 thaumaturge. It's blah 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 blah. We have where are you? Threat of intimacy. Let's see. But the burly warrior waxes fearsome. Fists show know you the threat. Yeah, be careful of big burly men. There you go. I remember now. Beware of big burly men. Get your own big burly man to stand between you and danger. When in doubt, run away. And when all else fails, cry. And lastly, burn them until they're dead. Don't get down on yourself, lad. You shouldn't have jumped the way I did. Did I say you were starting to get the hang of things there at the end? Thought it'd be a simple enough task to follow Gobo's lead, but when the savage creature stabbed me down, I was too flustered to put what I learned in practice. Indeed, it's not strength of your magics is the issue. You simply must learn how to compose yourself. Need to get him a big burly man to be in the way. What do you think, Gobo? Are there any other words of wisdom you'd offer me? Blah 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 blah. The rules of the thaumaturge. I remember them. Thank you. I'm sure you're right. I can't allow any foe to break my concentration like this. Let me try once more. This time will go better. I promise you. Rah. I believe in you, kid. Go. Explosion. Remember, fire 3. The boy will be fine. I have to stay my hand. Fire 3. Explosion. Explosion. Fire 1. Explosion. Flare. There you go. Don't forget the fire 1 woven in to keep Astro flying up so you can finish Flare. And then when you go into ice, then you drop your thunder. That's how you wall up a Wolverine. Well done. I'm proud I could be there for your first victory. You're too kind. Couldn't have done it without you and Gobo here to show me the way. You have my thanks. Don't let up now, boy. We keep battling until you've learned to become second nature. Are you ready? Yeah! Don't forget your astral ice phases to recharge your magic. The boy fights with awareness and composure. I do believe he's earned himself a respite. That was rather more difficult than I expected, yet thanks to you and Carrick, I feel like I can hold my own on the battlefield now. After the way you made short work of that last critter. At the same time, we fell into a new, more worthy foe. Let's return to Mordsook and plot our next course of action. To Mordsook. Yay. I was not planning on streaming for 6 hours, but this quest line hooked me and I need the closure. Proving the perfect mentor for the boy. Hells, I dare say old Sarek here could learn a thing or two from you. Now, what's this about big burly men? Where do we find them? You taught him not only how to wield his spells in battle, but how to maintain his focus in face of danger. With these fundamentals under his belt, it's just a matter of time and practice until he's ready to face Phronesis. I promise you, my friends, I'll not let you down. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best go write down all I learned today while it's fresh in my memory. Most passion and determination. This must be the boy he always was before this time in the rift stole his memory and his spirit. He devotes himself to his training that might help us spell Phronesis and bring his friend a measure of salvation. No telling what course of battle will take, but I suspect the boy will be forced to confront his past head-on. It'll not be easy for him, and yet I believe it's a necessary step to forge himself a new future. For Taynor's sake, and the sake of those who call Amarang home, we must triumph in this battle. Not to mention for the sake of our coin purses, eh? At any rate, I'll leave that to your training and return to my own. The final confrontation is close at hand, and we must be ready. Indeed. A tearful reunion. Well, look who's back, and looking more impressive than ever, I might add. We would be pleased to know Taynor's command and his magics has advanced by leaps and bounds since you left, since he's finally convinced he can hold his own against Phronesis. Truth be told, I worry about the boy. As devoted as he is to his training, I can't help but notice a sad, uneasy look in his eyes from time to time. He insists it's nothing, of course, but I remain unconvinced. As a fellow mage, perhaps you could succeed in reaching out to him when I failed. Should be around here somewhere. Go find him. See if you can't offer him a few words of support, will you? Yeah. And we should also prepare ourselves. If we're gonna be going into battle, we really do need to take the time and look the part. Hey kid, where are ya? I'm gonna step a little to the side so I'm not overlapping him. I want to commemorate this. There we go. Mentor and students. So. Oh, hello there. Is there something I can do for you? Sarek was worried about me. You say that's kind of him, I assure you. I'm completely fine. That's not true. I owe so much to both of you. You brought me back from beyond the rift, took me under your wing, trained me and comforted me to the point that my memories and my magic have returned. I'm finally ready to face my old friend in battle, and it's all because of you. There's a fear growing inside me, a fear that threatens to consume me. In my studies, I've learned much about Sin Eaters. I learned how those who fall to the most powerful Sin Eaters like Kinesis become Sin Eaters themselves, doomed to live out their days as mindless, unholy abominations. If I were to lose my focus in battle, and you or Surig suffered the same fate as Neobert, the only 3 friends I've known in the world, if I lost you all, how could I ever live with myself again? This thought shakes me to my very core. My precious son, oh my god. If you falter, we'll be there for you. My precious boy. You're right. I mustn't forget I have 2 strong friends by my side to help me shoulder the burden. Thank you, my friend. The task is a daunting one, but I trust in myself, and in the strong, gentle friends who stand by my side. Nothing could make me happier than to help Neobert find peace. This is not the only reason I fight the battle. I have to repay you and Sarah for all you've given me. No, you don't, boy. Not only did the 2 of you bring me back to the world, you've instilled me with a newfound sense of purpose, and yet, when the battle's done, you'll leave this place. You'll embark on new adventures with new companions. Worry not, I'll not hold you back or stand in your way. There's another reason I must fight this battle, to prove to you, to all 3 of my friends, that I am strong enough to get by on my own. Be strong, Taynor. You can do this. Sorry, perhaps I got a little carried away there. In any event, we should go tell Sarah I'm ready. My heart. My heart. Oh my gosh. Sarah, Taynor, are we ready to go murder Taynor's ex? I'd asked Sarah what he intends to do after the battle's over, but he just scowled and told me to focus on the task at hand. Maybe he's feeling sad about us splitting up too? Don't tell him I said this, of course. No, I think that he's planning on staying and being your fucking dad, boy. I would stay and be your mom, but 1, I'm a lesbian, and this would be awkward. And 2, I have, like, shit to do and universes to save. You're back. I'm starting to get worried. I trust this means you're ready to do battle with Bernices. I am. Let's put an end to this nightmare and set Neobert and the people of the land free. That's the spirit. Right, the plan is to lure Bernices to us by the same method as last time. We'll venture to the central hills of Amber, a safe distance away from the city, and Taynor will summon forth a hollow. It should only be a matter of time before our quarry arrives. I believe our chances are best if we can lure Bernices to a wide open space, where we'll have complete freedom of maneuver. The hills of Amber should suffice. If you're ready, let's away at once. That's the end of the quest for now, unless there's a way to sneak over here. Because I'm pretty sure that we can't go there yet. Can I climb up here? No. Maybe I got this high. I don't think there's any way to get up high. No. And no, we don't get closure. No. Taynor. Can I get nectarines in chat for me? I'm just gonna sit here. My dreams and my ambitions, my hopes dashed. Who can we raid into? Oh. We got Fishy doing Factorio. Let's go to Fishy. Thank you for coming by. My sorrow. My sorrow. My sadness. We can't continue the quest line until, like, the end of the MSQ now. Let's go to Fishy. Raw.